really what they've worked towards for, the past 2 years, and they've got a great chance to now work with this newer roster with Zusi and Ofnu coming across from Tainted Minds, and of course Texter and Tuck's already been there. So starting out on the CT side is FaZe. Will be nice and steady for them to make their way on toward B. Looks like a somewhat of a B stack. A bit more heavy across towards short, but that's looking damn good to start.
And slowly but surely, you do see Rain here very aggressive up short, looking for the headshot. Damage done so far. Ustilo, he's going to take that off now, and all of a sudden Chiefs just crumble completely. So just Tuxie Boy in a 1v5 up against FaZe, and with a lot of CTs to go through, he's going to get some damage done initially. Tries to get that reload off, but he's completely covered in here at lower tons. Guardian up the top as well, not going to let him retreat from uppers, and that is going to be the first round going in favour of FaZe.
Yeah, that's too clean. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Not a single player really, falling bar Rain. We have one low, but it's looking a nice start on the pistol round. Chiefs are going to force buy back into this. They will be able to get the upgraded pistols as well as some armor. It's only Blitz that's going to be missing head armor, but that's by choice, not because he doesn't have enough. So
I'm very interested in why Chiefs have actually gone for the force buy here in the second. I don't know if it's a confidence thing, if they want to try to cause the upset, or if it's just a keep forcing until it works.
I mean, it's not like it, as long as they're doing the damage, it might work, but that's still yet to be seen. Texter's made his way out. Rain hasn't spotted him, but now alarm bells are starting to ring. Still tapping away. Rain goes down, and Texter finds Guardian in the meantime, but Ustilo steps up, finds himself too. Olofmeister now making his way from CT ramp. Bomb will go down for short, and then 3 versus 3. Damage has been done by Chiefs, but they need some more.
Olof just working the angle. Yanko as well with that MP9, shutting Zusi down, and a clinical retake there as Ustilo gets the headshot off onto Tux. And I thought that was all going to go wrong for FaZe for a moment. You saw Rain initially with that Famis just at range. You can see that inaccuracy coming into play. The crosshair straight on all of the T's there, but just couldn't connect eventually.
Definitely. For a start, I guess it's damage done from Chiefs, and it's not exactly what FaZe would have been hoping for with the bomb plant going down. However, it will allow Chiefs to buy for the next. But they will need to save this one. P250 and Flash only bought, whereas FaZe have pretty much invested hard. Yanko, I believe, dropping for one of his teammates. No, he will be able to pick up the Famis that already been placed on the ground. AWP onto the back of Guardian. And it's looking very comfortable so far. All rifles across the board for FaZe, regardless of it being upgraded or not. Chiefs have to try and make something work.
And Ustilo here going to be fully blinded, not expecting the flash over the top, although stuck in pit. He will have some support from Kara and a side as well. Guardian with the orb connecting on the Tux, but Ustilo is still alive. That attention has been drawn, hopped in for the Deagle. Can he come in clutch? Can't find the final frag, but 3 kills taken down eventually there, and all of this damage done at long. It's taken to a 1v2. Zusi, he's got himself the Famis, and it looks like FaZe, they're just going to try to pick together, getting at least the information as well as the headshot. Olof just making that Famis work, and that's 3 rounds in a row for FaZe.
Again, damage for Chiefs, which is not the worst news. They only had the Glocks and 1 P250, but Ustilo, we were questioning his ability at the start of this matchup. Not exactly his ability, more so the impact he was going to have. And, well, he's pretty much shut us up immediately. He started out with 8 kills in the first 3 rounds and pretty much was quite instrumental in that round, holding pit, making sure that it didn't fall down. So, this is a great start for Ustilo and his confidence, and maybe the way that FaZe need to kind of progress through Yanko without dying. I mean, look, we're looking at the positives here. Whereas for Chiefs, I guess the positives are they've kept the economy low on FaZe, and maybe the buy it will be there this time, but they have had to near on fully invest for the next round.
Yeah, there is a little bit of money left over though, so we'll see with the round loss bonus if they can work something together. If they can't put a single one on the board here, but Guardian, he's got his hands on the AWP. That's something you definitely don't want to see if you're the Chiefs, but as well, a couple of rifles there all across the board, and Guardian going for the boost off short, just peeking into lowers, takes more damage than he gives as well, so it doesn't play out as well as they thought, but all the way out mid already. Tux, he's looking to take contact again. It's Guardian, just can't connect there.
That's some nice timing for Tux. fortunate timing for Tux because Guardian's so mobile. Now, FaZe have, in a sense, given up mid-control. They do have the 2 stacked on B, just spotting. Chiefs now making their march on through. There goes the smoke. Olofmeister doesn't expect him out so fast. Yanko can't get anything done, and all of a sudden, FaZe, they're forced to save. And that is so explosive from Chiefs, so close to that smoke, and just gave no time for FaZe to work with.
Yeah, and Yanko pulling out his utility at completely the wrong time as well, just taking his eyes off the line, and that was pretty much where the round came undone. Player at door being Olof as well, just completely shut down. But with the save, you can see them buying up into the next, although Offner, he's gotten a lot of information just lurking up on short there, hearing everyone running down to the pit, down to the long, and FaZe's pretty much win condition for the round is keep that AWP alive no matter what the cost.
It's definitely going to be something that they can use and really, put the pressure back on the Chiefs. So, like you were saying, it can be a AWP's playground, and we nearly saw it that round. Guardian going for the peek in toward lowers and then reaggressing in towards middle, taking control. So you can't write it off, and you need to be careful of it. You need to respect it. It's in the meantime. Still yet to find a kill, but now we can start to step up. Does have what he needs. He's got that scoped weaponry. AKs for Chiefs, and this is going to be somewhat of the kind of rounds that Chiefs really need to secure when there's that kind of mid-range buy and they can really start to do some damage to FaZe.
And FaZe going for the 3-2 setup, looking to put emphasis on long yet again. Chiefs going quite slow this time, not going for the early long take, just playing all around behind bedroom, looking like they will. Just try to punish any over-aggression, any mid-push that does come out. Everyone watching everything that's necessary, and, well, FaZe showing them a lot of respect, actually. You know, they're not going to do the thing where they run very aggressively everywhere. You got Rain as well, just finding Zeusy early on. No trade, as there was no one there to peek with Zeusy, so potential miscommunication there.
I guess the thing for FaZe at this point is they probably can't afford to, go aggressive with, missing 2 of your big players. You don't really want to be giving Chiefs anything that they don't need to necessarily.
Yeah, 100%. I can definitely agree with that. You don't want to be giving up any extra rifles, any man advantages that you don't really, want your enemies to have. It's all about just closing it out as fast as they possibly can. But Chiefs now, with the man disadvantage, they are going to take the short control, looking just to head towards the A side eventually. Smoke coming out towards CT, as well as a molly on short to buy some time. But with 30 seconds remaining, Chiefs need to start to make their move.
Guardians laying in wait by the car, just in front of it as well, so has a good opportunity to find that kill and fade away, but it'll only be the one and done at this point. He can't even find the one. The Molotov's now coming in. He's still holding onto the line. He doesn't hit the shot, and somehow Chiefs have made it onto the side near unscathed at all. And in a 4v5, FaZe now have to retake. You were saying Yanko's been putting in the hard yards with the retake serve as well. It's going to have to come in at this point. With Rain finding Tux, it does make it a little bit easier. Still, smoke there. Utility has been deployed, so some troubles. But how's the timing on that?
Off move in almost the best position he could have been there. Rain, though, spotted him as the smoke did fade. That was very unfortunate for him, and it's all up to Blitz now on a 1v5. It's pretty much a done round at this point, but we'll see what Blitzy Boy can do. He had a rough start to the game, and he's having a rough end to the round as well. Mollied out. There's the defuse. FaZe with a 4th on the board, as Chiefs just couldn't pull it off with the man disadvantage.
It's definitely not the exact start Chiefs would be hoping for. They will be able to buy back up into this, and that AWP is still going to be crucial at the end of the day, so we can't really back away from that at any point in time. But the buy does come back through for Chiefs, and FaZe are going to be left with somewhat of a buy.
Once again, FaZe going for that early long control. Not going to be contested at all, as we do see the Chiefs just heading into tunnels, looking just to bust out on B eventually, maybe even the split as they do head to lowers, look for a bit of mid control eventually. No one on short to spot this information early. You do see Rain, he's made the rotation over towards mid there with the AK of his own, lots of utility to hold. We're still heading towards that mid round, and Olaf has all eyes over on the tunnels there. No damage done for either team just yet. As now here comes the XE. Till all towards mid there. Chiefs looking to go for the bust. 4 men committed towards uppers. 1 heading out mid. It's Offnu here. Looking to cut off the rotations, expecting any aggression on the other side of this smoke. But now we see the hit all the way in. It's up to Olaf to try to hold. There's the crossfire. It's going to work wonders so far. Rain and Olaf just doing the damage. Olaf wants another under Tux, and it's going to be Rain to finish off as Blitz will be caught off guard. And what a round there. What a hold on the B site. Only losing Yanko, and that is 5 rounds for FaZe already.
Definitely looking a little bit worse for wear at this point in time. I thought like Chiefs had kind of everything they would have wanted at that point. They had the player out mid, they had 4 out on site, but it's just that hole toward the back that kind of prevents them from doing anything. A nice crossfire being set. That's Blitz taking down Guardian. That's a huge start for round number 7 as now they're going to play 1 with the man down, 2 without that AWP, but Yanko decides to pick it back up. They're going to go faster towards short here. Chiefs are not giving them any room to breathe, and that's going to allow them to actually find the initial fights. Yanko's been able to spot him, but Rain doesn't get the information in time. Yanko will hit the shot in return, and Ustillo holding it down clean. They've still got to be careful because Olafmeister has made his way towards middle, finds the kill, but Ustillo, he's still getting work done. Texter to now come back through and try and clean up what has been taken away, and Ustillo, he hits the shot even though the flash was out, and Texter unfortunately can't get it done. And yet again, the Chiefs fall another round further into the abyss.
You can't miss those. You can't screw those up. So that is going to be a big hit to the confidence and a big hit to the economy as well. As now Chiefs, you can see they're going to try to scrounge something together, keep a little bit of extra money there in the bank, looking to buy up into the 9th round. But here in the 8th phase, looking like they should take a 7th. As once again, they're just going to go for a 2-1-2. 2 men going towards that area, and Offnu, he's going to be shut down completely there. Ustillo, he is having a game.
Yeah, I was literally waiting for the dull moment to just be saying, literally, Ustillo, just highlight Ustillo's play, because he's been instrumental for FaZe so far, and he's continuing to do so. This can be somewhat of a problem, but Chiefs have now got to find their way. They've pretty much got to try to bully FaZe at this point, and can't bully the bullier. It's not going to work. The FaZe have well and truly got control of this game right now, both hands on the steering wheel. And if Chiefs can't start to get something together, it'll kind of fall away a little bit. But we do say this is a tale of 2 sides, you know. Don't really want to give that away just yet.
The Chiefs just looking for that mid control now. Trying to set up for a bit of a B split. No one up on short, and FaZe, they've still got 3 men invested over towards the A site there, but Zeusy, he's going to find a pick over onto Guardian. Yanko holding strong. Blitz will fall. Now it's a 3v2 on the B site, as long as they can get this man out mid, but it's Olaf here ready to peek. Perfect position as Yanko gets the first done. There's the trade, and that is full bomb control for FaZe now, but there's 2 men that need to make their way over to Olaf. It's going to be Zeusy catching Rain off guard. Pants down and nades out. Heads up to window, but he's not expecting the second man. Ustillo coming in clutch again. 2 for him for the round, and that is going to be 7 rounds for FaZe.
13-2. I would, if you had told me in the pregame that Ustillo was going to come out and drop 13 kills in the first 8 rounds, I would have told you you're barking mad. And I still would. The fact of the matter is you can't deny what's literally right in front of your eyes, which is Ustillo's popping off.
Yeah, he is off to a very strong start. You know, he's playing better than what he's played since he's been in Australia. I don't know if it's the people he's surrounded by. I don't know if it's the fact that Yanko's got in his ear as a coach and said, hey, mate, look, you've got nothing to lose here, all right? You just have to pretend to be Nico. And I'm very proud of you because you're doing a very good job of it so far.
And that's the thing. They're, you know, pretty much everyone's pulling their weight. Guardian hasn't really had much to do. You know, he missed that short control, but luckily for him, there was a decent retake in from Ustillo, so it's not, they're not really being tested in that kind of terms because of the fact that, you know, they've got these players that are popping off. At this point, Blitz is going to be faking out those flashes across towards A to try and bring somewhat of a reaction out. No reaction just yet. decides to back away, not fight that mid-control that's coming out. They're actually blitzing straight on through. Yanko hits the opening shot onto Zusi. Now have to be careful of coming on through tunnels, but Olivmaster, he reads it perfectly. The crossfires are set. Tux will be able to trade on toward Rain, who was making his way through CT, but Yanko, he has to hold down this window position, and he hits the shot onto Texter. Of course he does. And with Tux and Blitz left in the 1 versus 2, the damage is so crucial that they find another kill here.
And it's Blitz that has to make a move as well. You see that rotation's come out from Olaf. He's got full control of the bomb there in tons, and it's up to Blitz now as Tux. He's going to be shut down by Ustillo, who's been crucial every single round so far from FaZe. But Blitz, he hasn't scoped, but he is going to be spotted by the opposing AWPer. Being Guardian shuts him down, puts him in the bin, and that is going to be 8 rounds for FaZe.
This is not looking good whatsoever for the boys in blue.
No.
We really like to back the underdog here in Australia, especially when it's an Australian team. You can't really look at it any other way, but the fact of the matter is FaZe are just turning up in the server, and Chiefs are really given no opportunity to make this work. It's dire straits at this point. Blitz has picked up the rifle on the AWP. I don't believe they had enough to even buy the glass cannon for him, so, you know, it's not really worth the risk when you can just pick up the rifles, and maybe that's what they need. Maybe they need a bit of a change of pace from Blitz as well, because Blitz has been late to the scene a couple of times, and I feel like that's cost Chiefs a couple.
It's very interesting now, but Texter with that, Galil is going to get the first frag of the round. Yanko getting caught out, both of position and not with his gun
out. What is
now,
this?
Oh, Ustillo in perfect position, almost gets the second. The trade is there. There's a boost coming out at mid as well, and it looks like, it's going to be Texter almost spotted. They do walk away from it, though. But looking to reaggress. They are a man down, and they have to try to make a play, but the crossfire close to mid, is that going to be the answer? Olaf, he's going to find the first headshot. No one there to trade. As you can see, Zusi, he's doubled back up to tunnels. B site is completely open, but not for long.
I gotta admit, that rotate from FaZe was looking so good. Olivmaster finds the kill, baits and switches out. But look at this from Rain. He's pushed straight through middle. Unfortunately, Tux is there waiting. Guardian as well will have to back away to save that AWP. And when you look at the money, they're going to need to do it, but they also could have probably risked Guardian going for that in a term. So it's a hit and miss. You don't really want to let that CT economy start to barrel out of control.
It's also that Chiefs don't have an AWP right now, and they are aware of that. FaZe are fully aware of that, and the economy is in the position where they might not even be able to buy another one into the next as well. So it's rough. It's rough out here for the Chiefs right now, having a very slow start to Dust2. And you've got Guardian, you know, he's not going to be found. They're not going to contest it at all, just showing him full respect, allowing that AWP to stay alive. Chiefs should be aware. They should be aware of where it's going to be positioned as well, unless FaZe change it up, you know, swap their spots around. Maybe they might try to catch Chiefs off guard here. But as we head into the 11th now, the Chiefs, they are actually going to have enough money to go for that AWP. Good to see. Full buy coming out. There's now FaZe as well. They've got the double AWP going out. So Yanko, he's, I thought he was going for the glass cannon, but he bought the armor at the last minute. I thought he forgot.
He was just baiting you. At this point, Ustillo, he's going to be used as bait, although he wasn't spotted. He will make point of contact, and Zusi will just pre-fire through the car to find the kill. Nicely done. Guardian can't see anything toward top middle, and well, Chiefs have actually slowed this down. They haven't taken A-site control, and they will be rotating back toward B, but FaZe are kind of calling their bluff. Look at how aggressive Rain is right now. Look at the information he's been able to gain in the time that Chiefs have made their way back to T-spawn. FaZe are still a little bit unsure on what's going on at this point, so they don't want to overextend and risk it.
But Rain's heard it. Look at this. He's pushing through. He's heard all the footsteps going straight through T-spawn. You can see the rotations coming out accordingly. Olaf, he's going to go on the short side as well, hiding in the corner. Sneaky boy, look at this. And are they going to check it? That's the problem. Nope. Here you go. He's only found one, though. So there is a second man here. Yanko's got himself the AWP, but on the repeat, completely demolished. Just, you know, getting a bit big for his boots there.
Yeah, the flank from Rain, however, does it catch out Tux? It does, but Tux manages to stay alive for a second. A bit of damage done. A 2 versus 3 with Guardian in toward middle. It's a rough It's a rough decision to make because Guardian's not making any footsteps, but he's heard Blitz, and maybe Blitz has heard him. They will just go for the save in the end and try and keep their weaponry up. But that's a nice round from the Chiefs regardless. You thought that maybe Rain was going to be that instrumental pivot in the round where he's hearing that information. Blitz just misses a shot there, but you know, it's that a pinpoint round call. Unfortunately, FaZe don't have the backup for Olofmeister in that position, but like you were saying, he didn't get checked. There was a huge opportunity.
There was a huge opportunity. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out. And I'd just like to highlight that both Blitz and Guardian are missing very crucial shots here. There's been many opportunities for them to just, you know, connect and pop off completely, but a lot that we're seeing is just completely being missed at the moment. So anyway, here we are into the 12th as Chiefs have taken a third on the T side, so Dream's still alive. The best case scenario, they'll get to 7, but I'm not too sure if we're going to see that or not. Blitz looking to connect on the cross. Not going to take a shot at all as FaZe. They've gone for the 3-man play over towards a 4-man actually, as one starts to rotate off. It's Rain very aggressive up on short as well, but Chiefs going for that full long control. Everyone there, all the eggs in the one basket.
They were looking to go through that smoke as well and try and bully their way on the site, but it wasn't going to work, and Guardian fires off a warning shot, allowing Chiefs to maybe reposition if they want to. Some further damage being done. Guardian's trying to hold on to the best of the ability, rather. Rain's been able to push on towards short. The flash is unbelievable from Guardian to slow it down. He's going to hold and find the second through the smoke. Ofnu goes down, and that is how you hold the A site. Guardian just missing the last shot on toward Blitz, and he will eventually connect onto it, but what a hold from Guardian.
I think he heard me.
Yeah.
I think he heard me and was like, oh yeah, guess what? Well, now I'm going to hit all my shots. I don't need to scope. I don't need to see my enemies. Let's bloody go, boys. So FaZe just putting on a show there to take their 9th round. And oh, look at that. 2nd through the smoke, 3rd with the flick. Marvellous gameplay, marvellous show of skill there from FaZe. But now the Chiefs, they have to try to hit back. Their economy is not in the best of ways, and they're running out of time to get these rounds on the board.
They've got to make their mark. That's the problem right now. Chiefs haven't really dinted enough into towards FaZe for it to be a problem. Rain's been completely caught out. Blitz couldn't find the shots until the last second. Now the opportunity, Olofmeister's going to hold that push out into ward middle. The smoke comes through. I feel like the timing for Chiefs is just so scattered. They're so separated, but Blitz still manages to take down Olofmeister. And if Ofnu had hit that, that might have opened things up a little bit more. Blitz can't get anything done with Yanko hitting the quick scope. However, Tux will be able to get this bomb down, and a huge opportunity in a 1 versus 2.
Look, for the buy, they have done a great job even to get that bomb planted. That's if they get it planted. Tuxy boy taking his time, will put it down on the 2nd attempt. He has that AWP in hand as well, so very dangerous, especially if you can isolate these 1v1s. It looks like he's trying to take a fight now with Guardian, and that's the last thing I'd want to be doing, although he pulls out the P250, feeling a bit more confident. He's changing his mind. Oh, and he gets the peek on the Guardian, looking for the 1v1. Ustilo coming in through the doors, but Tux just happy to play the time now. Tux just slowly jiggling, and he almost gets the wall bang. He does connect, but it's Ustilo with the AK in the 1v1 that will clutch it out for FaZe, and that's double digits in the first half already. A potential to get 12 up on the board.
Oh, it felt so close yet so far away for Tux. It's a little bit unfortunate. Now, something of a small hindrance to Chiefs' progress so far is, one, they are marginally a T-sided team on Dust2, and, well, so are FaZe. And it's currently 10-3, and Chiefs now have to go to what I do, you know, quote-unquote, their more unpopular side, their weaker side. It's not really their weaker side, but it's not promising at this point. Still find small hope, I guess.
Yeah. Look, I said that I wasn't convinced when the Chiefs took it to Dust2 as well, and I'm still not convinced. You know, it's not the greatest performance so far. But we are heading to the mid-round. Chiefs just trying to change up the pace, just looking to play slow. You're still almost finding one through smoke there, just barely missing those bullets. But now it looks like Chiefs, they are going to call the audible, start to head towards mid, maybe head up short. They've got Tux there in tunnels as well, so it could be a late B split. Utility Still spilling all over the ground there for the Chiefs as they've got plenty of it on the belt. Looks like they are going to go for the late A split, so they've got 3 of the FaZe members that they are going to have to try to get past as well, one of which is Guardian, just holding it down at long, and with that long control, look, I feel like the round's almost done already for the Chiefs.
Yeah. The problem was also they had, you know, Rain, CT, and Still just baiting out the ward Goose. Olofmeister has to hold this. Yanko's there for the support. Texter taking down Yanko. That's a nice way to start. Has been able to find Olofmeister as well. The double entry from Texter gives them the room to breathe, and Blitz lines them up.
What?
That is a little bit fortunate on the timing. One falling down, one jumping up, and straight in the middle of both of them. 10-4, another round to work with for Chiefs. And it's just that journey of 1,000 steps. It starts with one, Mac.
One step is all it takes. Maybe that's the confidence booster that the Chiefs need to, you know, have a very strong second half. Oh, look at that.
One down, one up, and straight in the middle of both of them. How do you call it?
I'm just going to call it yummy. It's beautiful to watch. But we are in the final round of the first half now. As FaZe, they're on a very mixed bite, just unable to manage that economy as Chiefs start to get a couple of rounds in the bag themselves towards the end of the second half. Guardian has got that orb, just waiting for someone to peek into it now. But Chiefs all at mid. Are they going to find any contact? FaZe just full on control. 2 men invested. He's got Guardian. There we are. Timing on the peak there. Perfect. Bomb goes down. But now with the short control, the Chiefs, they might be able to get the bomb planted. But the problem is that bomb is down at Xbox.
It's not in the best position, is it? But look at this from Tux. This could be perfect at this point. He manages to find Olofmeister, but he's got one more to find, and don't know whether he's going to be given that just yet. He won't expect it to be so close, and Yanko will find the trade upgrade on toward the AK as well. The Molotov will come out in towards low as the bomb's still at Xbox, Mac. It's 45 seconds left. It actually looks like Chiefs are going for the long round away to try and find Guardian in towards middle. Zeusy takes down Rain at the same time. Ustillo still close toward long. Texter tapping onto the head of Yanko, and this looks like a 5th round on the board for the Chiefs.
It looks like it, but Ustillo's still alive, and, you know, we'll call him the honorary Nico for the moment because the man has been popping off all game so far. But he's only got a UMP, and that bomber's going over towards the B site too. So it will be a very long adventure that he has to go on to get over here. You see Ofnu still holding long, and he's not going to spot the cross over towards doors. I believe someone's facing there. Zeusy up on the window. They're aware that he's got the SMG now, so maybe the best case scenario is just take these fights. There you go. Ofnu shutting them down on the rotation, and that is the end of the half.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go to a short break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the second half just after this.
Skies, dreaming big and aiming high. Name the clouds passing by, wishing we run away. All we need is our passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down in laughter, baby. Trying to figure out what we're after. We never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Book a plane, fly away.
10-5 the first half in favor of FaZe. We now swap, and Chiefs are going to have to, well, they're definitely going to have to double down here. They don't have a choice. They're 5 rounds of deficit, and they're definitely going to have to bring this back. We cannot see them go to the lower bracket just yet, but nor do we want FaZe to go to the lower bracket, so the only way to bring this through is with you, Matt.
Yeah, so it's a rough situation for the Chiefs right now, but they could get it started on the CT side. We haven't seen them on Dust2 in a while, and if FaZe, they can't get everything happening here in the second half, there has been a break at least for the Chiefs to, you know, get their minds into gear, get the games cranking, and hopefully they can put something on the board. But now FaZe, they've taken long control completely, and it's Zeusy here, essentially solo on the A side. He's got a couple of people there over towards CT, but it's not the greatest position to hold from, especially now that there's a smoke from Olaf. But Zeusy just playing with fire now, trying to tap those heads, and with the flash, we are going to see Blitz swing. Can't find a frag, though. Olaf shuts him down. Zeusy forced his Guardian, and just like that, the round's pretty much done and dusted. We can't write it off just yet, though. Zeusy, he's here in fight. Oh, it's not Zeusy, rather, it's Offnu here in fighting.
Oh,
the 2K!
That's what we needed to see, but a little bit too late. Unfortunately, they both line up. Got us a little bit excited for a second, but Olafmeister does one better to shut out the rounds. Geez, that was a little bit too close, though. I thought maybe that comeback was going to start to work. That's hopeless, but you still hope he finds the last... not you still hope.
Olafmeister.
Olafmeister. It's the
Offnu-meister.
Offnu-meister. It's a nice way for FaZe to start out the second half. However, Chiefs are going to be in somewhat of a trouble. Yeah,
but Rainey's already down to 30 HP, so the scout pretty much proven its worth so far, but they still need to take the man out of the server. And it's going to be Yanko with the rush onto the B side, all the way at Car already. Guardian here with the AK as well, the extra firepower, but Tuck's just hiding there at the double stack, the P250. It can do some damage, but you need to connect, and unfortunately, Tux is not going to be able to do that. $600 dues in the bank there for Yanko, who finds a second with the nade on the Texter. And the round is pretty much done and dusted again. That bomb being planted as Chiefs just looking to try and save the armor and that scout over towards long.
Yeah, they might not have been aggressive in that first half, more maybe as aggressive as we would have thought FaZe to be, but I tell you what, this second half is a completely different story. The T side is going to invest fully and try to put the pressure on the Chiefs early and fast. So hot and heavy seems to be the way FaZe are kind of taking it to them. Not really allowing the timer to tick down too much in the round before really making contact. And unfortunately, Chiefs are falling bit by bit. Still have enough to work with, so I really don't want to give up hope on them yet, but the way FaZe have come out swinging, this could go horribly wrong.
Yeah, it's pretty disappointing seeing how much damage they ended up doing there to FaZe, and not a single one of them taken out of the server, but very well played by FaZe, keeping every set of armor alive, just going for the bonus round now as well with the MAC-10s. It's not even a bonus round because Chiefs, they're not going to invest again. They're just going to play it smart, and you know it should be a 13th round now for FaZe as Chiefs. We'll see what they can do with the nade stack.
Well, they're actually going in the right direction. This could be massive for Chiefs if they can make it work. The nades come a little bit too deep, and oh my word, that's a cleanup.
Well,
yep.
Janitorial duties being done perfectly now. As Ustilo takes at least a 1v1, so giving Texter the best advantage he could have had, not running into multiple Ts there. That is going to be 13 rounds on the board for FaZe, who are looking like the better team on Dust2 right now.
It's almost like it was never in doubt. They've just really, it feels like Chiefs have never been able to get off the ground running. You know, they strung a couple of rounds together in that first half, but it never really looked convincing like we know that they can be. So they've still got time. They still have, of course, 3 rounds to play with. He's slowly encapsulating this matchup, and somehow the trades do go the way of the Chiefs as Texter finds the second. Olafmeister looking for a quick trade out, but Texter again is sitting there lying for what would have been a double. Now both of FaZe are going to be looking to make their way into the B side, but they do have somewhat of a problem with both of these Chiefs members hot on their heels.
Yeah, and another problem coming out is that Guardian's got that AWP in hand, but Blitz actually taking him down himself with a nice timing on the peak there, getting the trade. He's not expecting Yanko to go for the peak at window, though. And the timing perfect for Yanko as he saves himself that AWP as well. And that's 14 rounds now on the board for FaZe. And you can see last round as well, Yanko had that spawn for long, so he took the AWP first, tried to get the pick, couldn't find anything. but then handed it back off to Guardian, who just, you know, dished out all the damage with it. But here we are in the 20th, and, well, Chiefs. They've brought down to 2K. They've got a couple of upgraded pistols, got the scout there on Blitz as well, but the damage, I don't know if it's going to be able to be done. The boys have just not been connecting as much as we usually see them. But FaZe just looking so sharp here on Dust2.
Who's trying to step up at a moment of need for Chiefs, but it's not going to work out. He's just being pincered in from too many different angles. Chiefs are slowly falling down, and you hate to see it. It's a little bit gut-wrenching for the fans, of course, but for FaZe Clan fans, not so much. 16-5 is not the worst way that they could start out.
No, it could have been 60-0, you know. Definitely could have been. And, well, the Chiefs, they have a final opportunity here with a final chance to buy, unless, you know, they win. And if they do, then they might have another opportunity. But they've gone for the double AWP setup. Blitz and Texter both picking them up. Scopes all across the board as the rest of the boys on those AUGs as well. But now, are they going to get aggressive early? You got Blitz looking for the line. Guardian on the other side of that smoke. No one spotting one another just yet. Oh, the tension rising. But Yanko, momentum all the way up short. Him and Ustillo, just absolutely no respect in the CTs. They are aware. We are going to see Offnu finding one, but the trade is there from Ustillo. Now Tux as well will get the timing onto the man on short. Unfortunately, can't take him down, and that's going to be Rain. The Thunder in his way up short as well. The bomb still at top mid, not quite making its way to A, which Ustillo has full control of. Just peeking Blitz, who cannot connect on the AWP again. And that's the man advantage. Full on control there. The FaZe now too. And it's going to be full retake for Chiefs to try to clutch it out and keep their dreams alive. But Olaf wanted another onto Tux now. Gets a second onto Texter. The double T's going down, and it's up to Zeus in a 1v3, but he gets shut out, and Rain will do the honors there. 16-5 is the final